Jesus comes from Bethphage and Bethany to the Mount of Olives, the place from which the Messiah was expected to enter by the Jews. This might seem to us as simple instructions given by Jesus to his apostles, but to a Jew this would be otherwise. In the book of Genesis, chapter 49, in the event of Jacob's blessing, Judah is promised the scepter, a ruler's staff which will not depart. Judah has been said to bind his donkey to the vine. This tender donkey then indicates the one who is to come and to whom shall be the obedience of all peoples, the son of David, whose rule would be of no end. Another important event pointing to the eternal kingship is in the book of Zechariah, chapter 9. Rejoice greatly, O daughter Zion. Shout aloud, O daughter Jerusalem. Lo, your king comes to you. Triumphant and victorious is he, humble and riding on a donkey, on a cloth, the float of a donkey. This very verse is intentionally mentioned by Saint Matthew. Now, what is the idea behind all of this? As Pope Emeritus Benedict XVI said in his book, Jesus of Nazareth, he is a king who destroys the weapons of war, a king of peace and a king of simplicity, a king of the poor. And there we now see that Jesus the King reigns over the kingdom that stretches from sea to sea, embracing the whole world. At that time, all of this was unseen and not understood by some who were witnessing, but through divine revelation, we know now that all these indications, or rather to say, prophetic visions, are revealed and fulfilled by Jesus Christ. Jesus is indeed making a royal claim. He wants his path and his actions to be understood in terms of the Old Testament promises that are fulfilled in his person. Yet, he makes the claim of obedience. He is being obedient to the mission received from his Father and not making his own plans. By doing so, he affirms his power, which is not built on violence or instigating a military revolt against Rome, but rather his power is of another kind. It is based upon God's poverty and God's peace, which is the only power that can redeem. This is an invitation to us now to be small. As in the account of St. Mark, Jesus says, "Whoever receives one such child in my name receives me." Jesus identifies himself with the child. He himself has become small. So too, we are called to be small and humble to participate in the life of Christ. Might I make a last comment? For the infant church, Palm Sunday was not a thing of the past. Just as Jesus entered the holy city on a donkey, so too the church saw him coming again and again in the humble form of bread and wine. He takes us to his cross and resurrection, that is, to the definitive Jerusalem that is already growing in the midst of this world, to the communion that unites us with his body. As we reflect on the kingship of Jesus, let us also be people of peace.